Alright, here we are. Cylinderless.
Come on, we're not dying in this
How
place.
can I help?
This trip could have gone better.
Sure.
I guess so. Mages. 4 figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled adra and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. The figure closest to the machine stands out among them. A thick grey beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you have ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with 2 protrusions that jut out like the wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book.
The book, eh?
Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Interesting. Those are neat effects. I like it. For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. Then, all at once, it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision and you're knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place. What, really? Another time, you stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of adra pieces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. So are they kind of dimension or time-traveling devices? Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they're all questions. Pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or... At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick grey beard in a ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man, you're walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. Oh no, are our 2 followers dead? Because it looked like they were lootable. You awaken to find your malaise has broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tic. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. Seems like you got epilepsy, girl. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place. Flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. One of your characters has become fatigued. Fatigue represents the physical and psychological wear and tear of demanding activity on a character. It builds up over time as characters travel, explore, and especially when they engage in combat. Fatigue goes through multiple stages. Resting is the easiest way to remove it. Right. Hiren and Kalisa lie bloody on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. No! You're alone and far from help. Gilded Vale may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. Your character has earned enough experience to advance in level. Click the icon on their portrait to level them up. Quest completed. The ruins of Cylindlis. Hiren Kalisa. Alright, we're gonna grab all this, I guess.
I can think of a better place for this stuff.
Right, so it goes to the chest now, huh? Yeah, alright. Yeah, that's kind of, little immersion breaking for me. The fact that it goes to the chest, but then you can't access it after this. I guess it's immersion breaking anyways, to just have access to your chest from wherever, right? But to have it be like this kind of a one-way street is even weirder to me. I don't know. Maybe I'll activate it again. So I do have a level. I guess I'm gonna spend that in the character screen. How does that work? We're at 1,600. That's very precise. Wait. The tutorial just said so, right? But I already forgot again. Click the icon on their portrait to level them up. Alright. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. Alright. So I do have 6 points left. Oh, that's how it works. I was weirded out by the interface for a while. Points to advance is not how many points I have left, but what it costs to advance them. And I have 6 left. Unused points will carry to the next level. Is there any way or any use in saving them? Maybe because stuff just unlocks later on? I don't think, right? The only reason you might keep points is if you're like, I don't know, if all your skills are at 4 and you need 3 points to advance and you just have a single one left or whatever. Anyway, what do I want to increase? Probably lore, first of all. Having the stealth too has been neat, and a little bit of mechanics helps too. But I guess eventually, or pretty soon if we can, we're gonna find another rogue anyways, who does all the trap, disarming, and stuff for us. And until then, we do have mechanics 1 to kind of survive a little bit. Lore is important because it gives us access to better scrolls. And it also unlocks dialogue options, of course. Lore is used to activate scrolls. Higher lore values allow the character to use higher level scrolls, yeah. So this costs 1, and after this it'll cost 2, and then 3. So I could raise it to 5. I don't know if that's too much of a... it's not like... Wait, so now I can use level 2 scrolls. Level 1 scrolls? It's not like I'm gonna stumble across level 2 scrolls immediately, right? I kind of want to min-max, but I don't know how this works, to be honest. Because I don't know what the upper or the max values for this are. If not, investing in lore heavily now means I can't possibly reach the max value for it later, then I wouldn't want to miss that chance. If that's no problem at all, then I might as well spend some stuff in some other skills first. Because I'm not gonna get too many level 2 scrolls initially, I guess. Survival. Though, I mean, the other stuff isn't really as important. Venturing could be nice. I guess I'll just go all out, though. I don't know. Might be wrong. Also, this is potentially very tough because we don't have anyone with us now, and we're very much a glass cannon. We'll see. How many can I take? 1? Alright. Just from level 1, though. Okay. So we do have the blinding strike or whatever it's called, and the thing that targets an ally and then has an AoE. Antipathetic field. That's corrode damage. I think I might take the mind wave. Because knocking people prone could be a good idea. Both alone and when working with others, especially rogues. And also the raw damage attracts me, because it's ignoring armor, right? Tenuous grasp. Charming effects never work in these kind of games. Let's do the mind wave. Oh, and we get a... Oh, wait, what? So we do get talents for the first time, and they're really that many. Alright, this is gonna take a while, guys. Sorry if you are very well acquainted with this game, but I'm just getting into it, so I'll have to look at all of this. So we do have a biting whip. The Cypher Soul whip bites deeper, granting a bonus to damage. Wait, doesn't Soul Whip have plus 20 damage anyways? Psychic Backlash. Works a retaliatory strike, stunning an enemy whenever the target the Cypher's will defense. No, I don't think. Because I'm aiming to not be targeted at all, right? If we have a proper tank and all. Draining Whip. Enhances the draining power of the Cypher Soul Whip. That seems very useful. So I don't get it. Why does it say plus 20 damage here and also here? I guess this displays what the Soul Whip is currently and this what's added to it. So this means it would be plus 40% damage, I guess, afterwards, or 2 times plus 20%. And this would still be plus 20% because it's already that, but also plus 33 focus gain. I mean, just a 20% damage bonus, like, overall is also pretty neat. I don't know. Oh, plus max focus, huh? Offensive. What's this? Polex, Astok, Flail, Wand, and Warbow? Nah. We want guns. Battle Axe, Sword, Morningstar, and Crossbow. I do have a crossbow currently, but the other stuff isn't useful. Also, have I already taken one now, or what? Why is it remaining 0? Alright, now we have remaining 1. Okay. Dagger, Rapier, Mace, Scepter, and Rod. Right. Peasant. Hatchet, Spear, Quarterstaff, Hunting Bow, Unarmed. Ruffian. That might be neat. Saber, Stiletto, Club, Pistol, and Blunderbuss. I think that's for us. But we might only take this on a later level, I don't know. Once we actually have a gun, that is. Trains this Great Sword, Pike, Warhammer, Arbalest, and Arquebus. Marksman. What's distant mean? That'd be good to know. Thank you, game. Otherwise, it's just a flat bonus for all distant weapons. That's pretty good. But I guess it's not as much. +5 accuracy. How much does this give? Oh, +6. But then just for specific weapons. That's not a lot more, considering this is like a flat bonus for everything. Just distant enemies, though, whatever that means. 2-weapon style, one-handed style. That's just melee weapon. Melee weapon. Alright, so the ruffian is interesting. Also works with our background. But we're gonna take that once we have a gun, I think. Or maybe like a rapier or something. I don't really want to go melee though. Defensive. Hold the line. Engagement limit. What's engagement limit? Can I not look it up? Alright. Snake's reflexes. It's probably better for a tank or something. Yeah. 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 Alright. Who could this be useful for? Maybe a tank, but generally a tank wouldn't want to disengage, right? Utility, oh my god, that's a lot. Fast runner. Defensive bonus and disengagement attacks. Maybe for a rogue or something. It's probably good for the fire godlike. Shock damage. Corrode damage. Freeze damage. Could be useful at some point. Nah. Right, so I think we're gonna go for greater focus? Not quite yet. Probably the draining whip. Biting could also be useful, but getting more focus faster seems more important to me now. Let's do it. That's neat. I like it that you actually have to spend some time and look at stuff for level ups here, and it's not like Skyrim, oh, you spend 1 point. And that's it. I do love Skyrim, but not that part so much. You may want to review their statistics. Open their character sheet and see their attributes. Yeah, alright. Has anything changed? Level 5 now? That's pretty fucking good. Major fatigue. Oh, I guess that's through the event, right? -10 all defenses. -20 accuracy. -25 maximum endurance. I mean, we don't have any endurance anyway, so that's fine. Oh, Soul Whip is now +20 damage and focus gain. Alright. So accuracy is 6 now. Nice. We need to rest. We still have the resting supplies. Oh, they're probably in that chest, huh? Oh no, they're different here. In a different kind of little menu. Alright. Let's continue onward. Right, before I'll have a look at the quests though. I have escaped the ruins. Hopefully I can find the road and the way to Gilded Vale somewhere around here. The mysterious figures seem to have activated a strange machine. Something must have gone awry, for there was a sudden blinding burst of energy. The robed strangers have been killed, and I have had strange visions I cannot explain. Hopefully I can find answers in Gilded Vale. Visions and answers. After surviving an explosion outside of the ruins of Disillusioned, I experienced a vision. Since then I've been hearing sounds with no source, and seeing things that aren't there. Alright, that's maybe not epilepsy, that's more like a brain tumor. Or something psychological. This is not the illness that struck me at the wagon. This is something new. An affliction on the mind, perhaps. With luck, someone in Gilded Vale will know what to do. Yeah, the racist fucks will just be like, yeah, look at you, you're a death godlike. Things are gonna be screwed up in your mind anyways. And how are we even gonna look at your head with those strange growths on your head? You have seen visions of another time and place. You are walking in a grand chamber toward a giant machine and a man standing in front of it. You wanted to ask him something, but what it wasn't clear. There's also more here. I'm gonna read this later, but I am gonna read it. I mean... Are we in slow mode? Oh yeah, alright. I hope there's not gonna be too many fights, cause... Oh, visions. Cause we're on a new map now, so... We are on hard difficulty now. And... Yeah, I went a bit overboard with the... min-maxing, potentially. So I guess what we just saw, like, happened 400 years ago. And these guys have since turned to stone. What? Maybe there would be a way to revive them if I wouldn't destroy them now. I'll destroy all of them. YOLO, no matter the consequences. What's this? Massive structure is formed of stone, adder, and copper and covered in strange glyphs. The air around it vibrates. Alright. Anything to interact with? No. Wait, is this the lower end of the map? Yeah, that's alright. This is road south. That's the only exit, I reckon. One more look. No? No. Can I move those around, by the way? Oh, I can move the journal out of the way entirely. Do I want this? Yeah, as long as I'm not fighting, I guess. Valenwood? Oh, Valewood. I was about to say. Valenwood, isn't that from some other universe? Potentially Magic the Gathering? Will take you 6 hours. That's fine. Yeah, I did press tab there. Did I overlook something
Slow
important
down.
there?
We got time to catch our breath.
Who was talking there? Was that my character? Just give me a second, I'm gonna open a window here. Getting a little stuffy in the room. Alright. Yeah? Oh, so I overlooked something important. Well then. I'm gonna have another look around.
Sure.
Alright, so I'll keep tab pressed here, maybe zoom in a little. Alright, so there's a vision that just dissipates when I walk through it. There's some flowers here that I collected last time too. Everything is important. It's nice. So do you have the game completed yet, or did you just buy it in the GOG sale? What's your story with Pillars of Eternity? I'd love to know. Because I'm just starting out. And my history with games like this is that I played about 20 hours of Baldur's Gate 1 back in the day, and then about, I'd say, 50 hours of Baldur's Gate 2, and I think I came pretty close to finishing it, but just stopped at some point. I don't even know why. And I never picked it up after this. So I've played quite a bit of the Baldur's Gate series. So we got vessel flesh. So these are pyres, or like, right? Burning people on a pyre, it seems. Right? This one doesn't dissipate when I walk through, though. Oh! Can I? But I can't
there.
interact with it. Hey there. I'll walk around a little more. Oh, there's something here. Springberry. I overlooked this, I guess, but that's not vital. I also didn't collect these. Right, yeah. So we did this before. Well, I like that the game isn't handholdy here, I guess. Right. So the pyres vanished now. I'm pressing tab the whole time, by the way. But I don't exactly know what to have anything in my inventory. Some vessel's flesh, maybe? This is weird.
Easy does it.
Okay, maybe I should walk around in scouting mode a little bit. Maybe that'll uncover something. I don't know, man. You wouldn't be trolling me here, would you? Eh?
Yeah,
Sweet.
hey there.
Yeah, these are my Cypher spells. Mind Wave, Ice Strike. Spire. That's the major fatigue symbol, alright. Vessel's flesh to crafting. Yeah, okay. I got the vessel's flesh. I think I got all of it. Was that what you meant, or can I... This reeking flesh once held a bound soul. With its energy fading, the flesh is entering a rapid decay. So, do you mean I need to do something with it right here? Or do I just need to collect it for later use? Because I have collected all of them, I think.
I'll take a peek.
Yeah. That's all. Alright. Well then. Let's go to Valewood. 6 hours is fine. It's been localized in several languages. So I probably should be careful and rest quite soon. I mean, I do have the resting supplies. What does this look like? It's quite the big map. What time is it? 1600 hours. There's a body. Leather armor, camping supplies. Oh, alright. I guess it's pushing the idea on me pretty heavily that I should rest. So I do have two camping supplies. I could pick up the other ones then. Apparently on hard you can only wheeled to, which is fine. How do I rest again?
Hey there.
Like this, right? We'll use one of the camping supplies. Do you want to camp here? Rest. What's stash? Alright. So it's what? Right, it takes 8 hours to rest, I guess. So I can take these camping supplies now, I guess. Right. And we don't have any fatigue anymore. Good, we're back to maximum health.
Sure.
Great. Also, I think I'm gonna... screen edge scrolling. The latest news? No. Nope. This can be faster. Let's try 3. Oh yeah, that's better. Ah, beautiful. Maybe a bit much even, but it's better than before. Oh, there's a ghost. What's this? Is it an opponent? Can I talk to you?
They'll never know I'm here.
Blood moss. No, he's gone. I need a companion bad. Someone who can do some tanking for me. Me with my 29 or what, 32 endurance now. Right, so we've been here. This looks like it's made for an ambush. Oh, there it is. Maybe it wants me to follow it. Also, can I loot this body? No. There's a lantern here. Oh, okay. That's an outlaw. I thought I was like fighting against these 4 guys now. I mean, this could still be a challenge, but we do have 10 focus right away. Do we want to do an ice strike immediately, or maybe the soul shock? No, the mind wave. Other. Alright, that didn't do some... well, it did a bit of damage, actually. Wait, no. Right, I'll just shoot at her. Oh!
Show 'em how.
Phew. So what she got? Sword, small shield, an open helm. We can't use any headgear anyways. Caro Golem? Made from a sacred and uncommon plant that grows deep in Air Glenfath, Caro Golem is the name given to a mixture typically used solely for ceremonial purposes. Or getting stoned as fuck. Or else by warriors getting into important battles. It is said to open one's awareness to one's place in the world. Dude, raising one's ability to recognize and react to threats. It's a lot of things it does here. And some golden swirl. The smallest gold coin used by the Valian republics, the swirl, or sun, is used for high-value transactions. Nice. So I've got 9 of those now.
Hey there.
There's another corpse here. Well, I guess let's talk to those guys here. Tenfrith, the young dwarf tending to the stew, looks up, startled as he sees you approach. He drops his ladle, splattering stew across the ground. What? The bandit turns. Get her, you dogs, and make sure our new cook doesn't run off. Don't run off. Help! Please help! Ma! One of the bandits gives Tenfrith a kick as they pass him, and he huddles. Well now. That's not good. I can't find 3 people on my own, being the glass cannon that I am. But, I mean, let's try. So we do have the Mind Wave. Ice Strike. I think Mind Wave could be neat. Let's try something of the kind. Let's first shoot and then... oh fuck. And then Mind Wave. Can we... oh. Alright, so he's almost dead. I mean, I can't possibly survive this, I think. Nah. Alright. We do have... I could cast a Soul Shock on myself, I guess. Or an Ice Strike. He's out of range. What does Mind Wave do exactly? It doesn't knock him over. He just suffers raw damage. Just the characters behind him and fail a fortitude check are knocked prone. Can I cast it on myself? Apparently not, huh? Alright, so I need an ally for Soul Shock. I think I might be screwed.
I'll teach you. I'll teach you.
Yeah, no. I gotta load this. Alright. So, hard is hard, I guess, especially if you're a glass cannon like me. Where we at? Okay. So these are enemies. I should probably stay away from them. There's another one, a young wolf. That should be fine. Let's try one of those then. Oh, well that's a couple more. Damn it! Wait, I can't like really take any of these fights without a tank. I mean, I guess the young wolf doesn't take much to kill, but another young wolf. Now I'm back to 16 focus, so I could knock the one at the back over. Oh no, they moved. Never mind. Alright. So I guess the order of the day is probably to stay away from all fights, right? At least until I get... Sure, she says. Least until I get... So
Easy does it.
Sneak around a bit. We do have two sneak after all. At least we... like, yeah, order of the day should be finding someone who keeps us safe. And then rock some fights. But yeah, I'm not gonna lower difficulty yet, because of course, I mean, I built myself this way. I lowered my con to 3, so I expect it to be a glass cannon. And that's okay, but it also means I need companions to keep me alive. Yeah, more vital than otherwise even. And also I probably consider this to be a game that actually, I mean, it lets you walk into encounters you cannot win, right? And sometimes you just have to turn back and come back at a later time. Or not at all. Northwest to Girin's Grasp, south to Gilded Vale. What's Girin's Grasp? Yeah, we want to Gilded Vale, I guess. Is this bandit camp? Yeah, no. So this'll get us to Gilded Vale. What's this? This a bad guy? Nonton?
Greetings.
This man appears to be hurriedly dismantling his camp in quick, jerky movements. He looks up as you approach, his expression tense and drawn. Greetings, he says, a little breathless. On your way south, is it? He wipes his brow, turning to face you. The sooner you clear these woods, the better, I think. So we can be honest. Do we want to tell a stranger this? I think I'm gonna be honest. Came up on a bear instead. Great monstrous thing, and Pearly. He didn't make it. He shakes his head. I don't know what to tell his wife. In any case, this forest already cost me a friend. I'm heading home before it takes anything else. We didn't see it coming. Nonton's voice shakes a little as he speaks. We were following a stag. Pearly, he saw something in the brambles, and we went tearing off after it. We all but stumbled into the cave. Poor Pearly didn't stand a chance. The bear was on top of him before we knew what was happening. The beasts will take what they will, I suppose. He smiles sadly, and this time Galawain's favor fell upon the bear. In any case, this forest's already cost me a friend. Alright, you've heard this. So who are you? No, where did you find this bear? In a cave, a ways up that way. Turns a point to the northwest. I wouldn't seek it out if I were you. It was a great brute of a beast. I'd hate to hear that it took another life. Who are you then? Name's Nonton, born and raised in Gilded Vale. Haven't had a spot of luck since. His face twists. Luckier than Pearly, I suppose. Farewell. Yeah. I might not be a good idea to go after that bear. It's probably way too strong for me still. I'll have a short look what's up here. Then probably just move on to... Oh! Scroll of Nature's Mark requires 2 lore. Why is that red? I have 5 lore. Hunting bow. Copper. Yeah, I have the maximum quantity of camping supplies. The grass is still flattened behind the wagon's wheels. Barrels of cabbages, potatoes and squash have been overturned and abandoned. Shattered pieces of crate are strewn across the dirt, along with a few muddy vegetables. Okay. Also, no, I don't really want to play in fast mode. Oh, what's this? A young wolf? I mean, if it's just one, that's fine. Or maybe 2. Yeah, I'll just shoot at it first. And then... Mind Wave. It's a neat amount of damage after all. Oh man, even one wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Have another plant over here. Edmeth's Word. Oh! Oh, those are the Zoribs, the one that I managed to appease earlier by giving him some flesh. Can we win this fight? Probably not. I don't know how strong they are. That drained half of its life. Let's do one of those where... I mean, they're gonna move, of course. Yeah, no, I don't think I can win this. So one's dead. I don't know. I have no way of healing myself right now. In the middle of combat at least, huh? Can't do the soul shock. Let's do another one of those then, I guess. Yeah, no. Alright, let's not engage those. I'm safe scumming a bit right now. I should probably stop that.
Sure.
I mean, I guess you can also run away from combats, right?
I'll take a peek.
Or I should be sneaking more. Yeah, I should do that. I mean, I know what's here now. So I don't need to be sneaking here. I won't go to the other side. But I will be
You'll never know I'm
here. That's probably the cave that has the bear in it. Also, I don't know how that one achievement works that you get when you complete a playthrough without a single KO, so without any party members' endurance reaching the 0 in a fight. Does that not trigger if you fall unconscious and then load? Or does it just, I don't know, refer to your like persistent world the way you saved and loaded? Because then it'd be easy, right? You could just load every time that anyone gets knocked unconscious. I know. So far I've been making a point of loading before anyone gets knocked out. So I guess that's all. Yeah, there's the cave, there is the bandit camp, those are all fights for another day. Traveling in the middle of the night, I guess. 8 hours? Yep. As your characters make choices, yeah. Developing reputations, alright. What time is it? In game, it is 9 in the morning, alright. So, how does this look? Alright, so it's all discovered already. It's just a settlement, no fights, I presume. Not for the moment, at least. Right, let's look around a bit. Maybe we find some people who are nice to us. I haven't had anyone be like, "Oh, you're a dead godlike." Holy crap! What's going on? It's a lot of hanged people.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
I feel welcome already. A man approaches you, his skin as dull and grey as the desolate village behind him. He scans you with his sunken, lifeless eyes. His voice is a dry croak. He glances at the gnarled, leafless monstrosity of a tree next to him. Do you welcome everyone this way? Are you mad? No wonder this place looks half empty. I feel at home already. That's what I said! Honest, I didn't read this before. So I'm clever, I guess. Thanks, game. So the way I've been playing my character so far is that she's opinionated and rebellious, and often has an opinion that kind of deviates from the norm as well. But she's also fought in this rebellion in her homeland, and that rebellion got knocked down pretty well and lost. And now she's banished, and she can't go back to her homeland. So she has a tendency of being rebellious, but she's also learned that standing up for herself and fighting for your rights too aggressively can get you, knocked down a peg very well as well. So she has learned that in some situations it might be better to keep your mouth shut, or be clever or wise or inquisitive rather than abrasive. But I feel like in this situation, well, it's not like she's under threat or anything. She would react passionately. Alright.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever conceived a hollowborn child?
What's a hollowborn child? His gaze swivels back at you. He praises you over half-moon spectacles. What is he, Dumbledore? And scratches his chin. So I do not have any answers based on my stats. What are you talking about? No? That's a rather personal question. Refuse to answer, stoic. Mind your own damn... No, she's not that aggressive. I mean, she's passionate but not aggressive or irrational, right? What are you talking about?
An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village.
Lord Radric, huh? I guess he gives a lot of speeches.
I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
He steps to the side and inclines his head ever so slightly toward the deformed tree.
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
Strange ever since a close call with a beer. I don't feel like he's going to be very forthcoming with information. Also, I don't feel like revealing anything to him. Wait, when is the legacy before? No. Yeah, let's try to find out more about what he said. He blinks. I forget that you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the drywood for almost... Durwood. For almost 15 years now. He lowers his voice to a whisper. Children born without souls. He shakes his head. Pitiful dumb things that breathe barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they are punishment from the gods. He raises his empty hands. In truth, no one knows. But they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Waidwin's legacy stuck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with vitriol. I see. Lord Redric's decrees may seem strict at times, but he has our best interest at heart. He nods. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It is important that everyone in Gilded Vale understands our rules. So I can't just back out of the conversation now? Maybe I'll say this rather than talk about the ceremony. This is pretty general. I've been feeling strange. And beer walks aren't that uncommon here, I guess. Is there someone in town who could help?
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all. But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
I feel like bashing your skull in now, Urgit.
Keep out of...
Listen!
Listen! Hey, listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
What does that mean, White Walkers?
It seems your arrival is ill-timed.
Urgit looks out toward the east, his expression unreadable. He blinks slowly and turns his attention back to you.
3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric.
Oh.
I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
A peculiar spasm crosses his face, and the corner of his mouth quirks up into a mirthless smile. No, again, we're not irrational or aggressive. I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest, to the inn or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. What do you mean? You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Barath must be redoubled. He sets a steady gaze on you. What happened? He shrugs one bony shoulder. I will know more details when the messengers arrive. The vagaries of childbirth, perhaps, but that is none of your concern. Alright, quest completed. Magistrate Urgid suggested that I have a rest at the inn while he looks into the matter of finding me a place to stay. Everything is at a standstill. While he looks into the matter of finding... while he awaits word of the fate of Lord Radric's baby. Seems I have little choice but to wait and see what comes of it. Visions and Whispers. So only active quest right now. We talk to Urgid again. Urgid wears a twisted frown. I'm afraid I still can't help you find residence here. Lord Radric's son was deemed a hollowborn. This makes circumstances even more fraught than before. He learned of that quite quickly now. Tell me about Lord Radric. He comes from a line of nobles who have defended these lands since Aedira times. Radric II was an early supporter of Durwoodian independence during the Revolution, and the current lord's father perished in the Saints' War. Hollowborn began appearing in the Durwood shortly after the war's end. Lord Radric has taken it upon himself to purge the curse from Gilded Vale. His measures have been severe but necessary. Unfortunately, it may not have been enough, if the bells were any indication. Our age's most egregious example of man's madness. 15 years ago, the people of Raidseras decided that Waidwen, their living saint, was the literal incarnation of the god Eothas. Urgid wrinkles his pinched nose. This supposed saint took it upon himself to liberate the Durwood, supposedly from allegiances of less worthy gods, but I've never known an army to conquer land for its people's own good. How political. The war lasted about a year, but you can guess what that year did to the worship of Eothas in the Durwood. Lord Radric's forebears had all been Eothasians, but after his father fell defending us from those fanatics, he personally saw that the Temple of Eothas here in town was shut down. He points a few ruined walls near the tree. Points at them. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. I'd like to know more about Gilded Vale. We're a frontier village, where, as are most settlements in the Durwood, Gilded Vale hasn't grown much since its establishment in the colonial days. The last 15 years have seen our population shrink further. He takes in the ramshackle houses and half-fallen fences. Hence our recruitment of fresh settlers. Waidwen's legacy, of course. Many women have had difficulty bearing healthy children of late. A few years ago, Lord Radric decreed that no mothers of Hollowborn are to be allowed in Gilded Vale. His mouth tightens into a firm line. His lordship dealt swiftly with the objectors. That's fucking eugenics, Urgid. It may be harsh, but if it purges us of this curse, is it not worth it? No. Tell me about those ruins behind the tree. That's what's left of the Temple of Eothas. His lips pucker. Lord Radric forbade worship of the dead god after the Saints' War. It's been abandoned for almost 15 years. But there are plans to rededicate it to Bareth, the god of life and death. You'll get to know the town well enough as you explore, I'm sure. No, I'm still not going to tell him that. The others are just sellswords, huh? Guardsman, archer. So look at the nasty tree. Edda. Scattered between the roots are bracelets of twine and bead, wilting flowers and notes half erased by the rains. The rains?
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
Looking for anyone who can help me feel better. Tch. That feels like her. Strange way to talk about your dad. He gives an understanding nod as he takes a long drag from his pipe. My condolences. He exhales and turns his attention away, watching the village around him.
They'll never know I'm here.
Oh, that's fine. This is... I mean, Gilded Vale is a pretty euphemistic name for this town, I feel. Child. Hello, child. Papa says the temple is cursed. That's why I wander in its ruins. Beneath the vines are crude carvings of a sun rising over the stars. Thealphalion. What? As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out for you. To you. Wait, what? Is that because I'm a cipher? You see a pennant waving tall and sluggish in the wind. A rising sun embroidered on the banner, the vanguard of a small troop of paladins. The atmosphere is buoyant, if restrained, and their armor has not yet been tarnished by the elements. This expedition is fresh young, filled with zest and zeal, and at their head stands a commander. Awkward in full armor, but determined in step. Despite the excitement of his fellows, he does not smile. There's a twist to his mouth. His countenance grim. He throws up a hand, halting his troop. Silence falls among them, revealing a dark thunder deep and low. He orders them to ready their weapons and spread out. Eyes dart from horizon to horizon, necks twisting to see the source of the sound. In the distance, dust and lightning rise from the ground as Stygian clouds race towards them overhead. The soldiers stand, only the staccato movement of their breath betraying their nerves. The commander closes his eyes, calling a blessing down on his troop. Invigorated, invincible, they wait as the enemy draws closer, poised to attack. This is neat writing, I like it. It's, yeah, the language is quite cool. Invigorated, invincible. Alliteration, huh? Step back. Reach out for the soul. I already did that. Alright, so can I talk to him too, or is that all? Yeah, I guess that's all. That's weird. I can't talk to them. I mean, was that just a cipher interaction, or can everyone do that? Because of the, like, quote-unquote visions we've been having after this one incident at the start. And also, why can't we talk to them? Right, so there's not so much going on here, huh? I mean, this probably means leaving the map. Villager. Oh, Aloth. He looks like a potential companion. He also looks like a mage. The thing we least need right now. That's because you're the one. Hi, Braddock. Good to have you back. Oh, so it seems you have played Pillars of Eternity earlier, huh? That's a shame. It'd be cool to have more of these kind of interactions just because of the class and background you chose or whatever, right? So Aloth, you see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hands for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf. Height and stature.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
The others, 2 folk men and an elven woman, and an elven woman don't look convinced. The woman crosses her arms, then she spits at his feet. So again, no options due to our stats. What's going on? Say nothing. Stoic. So sure it's an overreaction. Ooh, a fight. Yeah, let's do this. One of the other men glares at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused. We are humble folk, but we're no fools, not like he thinks. Mocking us while he shelters in our village. We don't take that kind of talk from foreigners, especially not Adirians. Racist.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
The second man thrusts his chin at the elf. He thinks he stinks of sour ale. Go on, say it again. I'm itching for an excuse. Oh, you already said that.
Why, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cockfeather!
Oh, not a good idea. Also, that sounded like a dwarf. What's that, an elf with a Scottish accent? Never.
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
A collective cry of outrage rises from the three locals. The second man snarls.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said.
What?
We've nigh quarrel.
Horror and shock paint themselves across the elven man's face in broad, hasty strokes. He frowns and swallows. He plants his feet. Something surly and raw flickers through his eyes.
That's where you're wrong.
The elven woman draws a blade. We've been passionate before, so let's be passionate again. This is absurd. They squint at you through red, bleary eyes. It sounds suspiciously like you're defending him. I guess. Where am I fighting now? What are we doing here? I could probably do a mind wave. This'll knock both of them over. Oh, wrong. Ugh. Right.
Show him how it's done!
Can I take control of him? No. Alright.
Bullseye.
Don't have too many HP. As the last of the attackers falls, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
Awkward. That's alright. I'm glad I could help. Actually, that was fun. I'm glad I could help.
Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts. Though your accent suggests that you are no more local than I.
He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months of travel, but the leatherwork beneath it is sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvusser, at your service.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land.
Uh-huh.
And how exactly did you come to be here? In Gwithan Ruins? Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. And half the locals would arrest you for trespassing and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there? And you survived? I've heard such a thing was impossible. But it seems you either have a knack for timing or the favor of the gods. An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
Let's be a bit closed off for now.
Indeed. In that case, welcome to Gilded Vale, a true refuge from civilization. I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
Ah, that. He clears his throat and adjusts his sleeves. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. For just a moment, he looks as if he's just about to say something else. His expression brightens with mischief. But before he can speak, he forces a tight smile, biting his lips so hard you expect to see blood. Finally, his face relaxes, and he shakes his head. I should speak more clearly next time. My apologies.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
I guess.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
Sure.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Follower acquired. What she got? Simple clothing. Yeah, I might actually change my armor for that. Right. Let's have a look at his inventory. He does have Aloth's leather armor. Properties overseeing. Plus 10% to AoE area. Alright, leather armor. Oh, not enchant. No. Let's give a couple items to him so we can pick up stuff actually. What weapon is he using? Scepter. And he also has a rapier. And a grimoire. So he's a mage or what? Wizard. Wizards have the ability to learn a staggering number of spells, but they're always limited by the capacity of their grimoires. At any given time, a grimoire may only contain 4 spells of each level. Click on a spell in the right panel to remove it from the grimoire. Right panel. Alright, so this is the grimoire, and I can remove it, I guess. It's a lot of damage. Creates a cone of fire in front of the caster. Creates a duplicate of the caster to distract enemies. Oh. Magic missile, huh? Overwhelms everyone in the area of effect with a brilliant and bewildering pyrotechnic display, decreasing their will and leaving them dazed. So what? Click on a spell on the right panel to remove it from the grimoire. Alright. So that's the grimoire, and that's the known spells. Oh! So he doesn't know any spell set. Level 2 through 10. Alright, what's this? Calacoth's Sunless Grasp. What if I delete this? Aloth doesn't know Calacoth's Sunless Grasp. If you erase it from his grimoire, you won't be able to scribe it again. Okay. So... Oh, so he has a grimoire, but he doesn't know the spell, so he can't cast it. Alright, that's interesting. The caster's hands become so cold as to freeze what they touch. Does freeze damage to a target and reduces its accuracy. Can I learn the spell? Cost 100 copper. Alright. Not now then, maybe. Or maybe we should. Alright, so that's how that works. Also, the Fan of Flames. Do we want the Dazzling Lights? I think I'd rather go for the Wizard's Double, to be honest. Especially as long as we don't have any tank. You've learned a new wizard spell. Remember that you must add a new wizard spell to a grimoire before you can use it. Yeah, alright. If I click him, then and here, then I can use these spells, right? Grimoire cooldown. And I guess... How many do we have of those? What's this? Is this Arcane Assault? 2 per encounter. Unleashes a bolt of magical energy. Raw damage. Right. What's this?
Aye?
Oh, that's the first level wizard spells. Oh, alright. Combat only. So we have 2 per... what? Rest? 2 per encounter. 2 per rest, I think it's at the start, eh? Right. I guess he also has a level. Let's talk to him. How may I be of service? That's all for now. Right. Let's have a look at that. Aloth. Skills, eh? So he does have 4 lore. We do have 5. And 1 mechanics. We also have 1. Probably needs lore too, huh? Can you get him to 7? Sure. Can now use level 3 scrolls. Oh, he has 4 because he's gentry and a wizard. Interesting. Oh my god, so many spells. Chill fog. Oh, what are we level 1 still, alright. That seems helpful. Just 13 to 19 damage though. Blinded for 4 seconds with Fortitude. So I guess supportive spell, that could be useful. Target foe jump targets. How many times does it jump? Two times. Oh, so 3 in total. This seems pretty good. I'm probably gonna go for the jolting touch, I guess. Slicken. Could also be useful. Go for the jolting touch for now. Right. Now class. Skills. Maybe. Weapon focus, not really, right? Defensive? Nope. Utility. If we want to make him an ice mage, that could be useful. Fire mage, I mean. But we just gave him a shock damage spell. What was that again? Yeah, no, I think we're gonna go for the Heart of the Storm for now. Right. Level 2 now as well.
Sure.
Good, good. So you have this figured out.
Yeah?
And yeah, and I think that's where I'll leave it for now. Gotta grab something to eat. And then be back in maybe half an hour, 45 minutes, and play some more. Not too much more, but a little more. So yeah, if you want to stick around for that, you're welcome to. Gonna take the stream offline for now. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, feel free to throw a follow my way. And I'll be back in a bit. See you guys.